In our program with infants and toddlers, they work primarily with safety issues or maybe even to get the child moving. Some children that can't see that they have to move and get up and walk. So they would go in and help teach the parent strategies and ways to get them, motivate them to get them moving. Or the kids that are moving, there might be safety concerns on playground, in different environments. So they would teach them ways to make their environment safer. It's almost like you kind of investigate. You meet the family, you meet the child, you start talking about the child, you do the functional vision assessment so the teacher kind of knows what usable vision functional vision the child might have. And then they start asking the family, like, what are the concerns? Parents are at different stages when we come in. Some parents are really excited, like they want to get started. Some parents are in denial, they're in shock. They might have just found out that their child has a visual impairment. Any type of adaptation, it's very creative. So there's like no two scenarios that are the same. Some teachers make toys out of objects within the home. We have light boxes that we use, which you can put toys on top of them to enhance them. A lot of sensory materials are used to adapt toys, like crinkly paper and things that you can get at the dollar store, pom-poms, things that are light reflective. I think working with families and working with people is just very fulfilling for me. I originally had a business degree and I just didn't feel that I was being fulfilled. And I had originally started out in special ed. And I thought, oh, this is too easy for me. I need to do something more challenging. And I started doing some research. I found out about this field and I went to Kutztown and just fell in love with it. So for me, I feel like I make a difference in the world. I might not be impacting the families by going into their homes, but I'm impacting them by helping the teachers work with the families. I feel like I still have a relationship. And I think for me, having relationships with people in a career is really important because that's what changes the world, working with people. I think the main thing is to tell people not to be afraid to approach people that have disabilities, that have visual impairments, because they can't see that you're there, for one, and you might need to touch them, say, hi, my name is, to not feel that you need to help them all the time. I think that's a frustration that, some people get, especially very independent people. Can I help you across the street? When they're using their cane, they're perfectly capable of getting across the street. If a person is independent and they're an advocate for themselves, they will let you know when they need help, just as any one of us would say, can you help me do this? But don't be afraid because a person has a disability to treat them like any other human being.